I'm Denise LaBarre, Healing Catalyst, and I just had a fantastic session with a woman who is stepping into her power in ways she never dreamed of. She came to me for the first time a month ago, and we worked through her sadness and rage at her grandfather who molested her when she was a kid. And she left last time realizing that she had some issues with her mother and wasn't quite ready to take that on. So, got a call a couple days ago. She said she was ready for her next one. Like, happened, and she said, I came with rage, and there was this extra energy in her wrists, kind of like gauntlets. And she said, and I said, what is that? She said, that's rage, and it just needs to come out. And she had experiences of seeing things in the last month and powerful dreams, and she wasn't sure what to make of all that. So we talked about that first. And then she said, I have energy in my hands and my feet that needs to come out. So she lay down on the table, and within a couple of minutes I could feel she needed to move. I said, do you want to scream? She said, no, I need to move. So she wrapped up in a red sarong. She picked red. And we went outside, and I handed her, I have this wood pile, and I said, do you want to hit wood on wood, or do you want metal on wood? So we tried a couple of different things, and she liked the big cane knife that I have. It's like a big wide machete with a hook on it. And she started whacking this log that was there and whacked a branch off. I mean, she was just totally sweating. I got her stomping to get the energy moving, but it was already up. And she was whacking and stomping and whacking and stomping. And I said, and she stopped for a second. And I could see that was the point where the rage cleared off enough to see the fear underneath. The fear, and that gripped by fear, and there's a part of a person that's kind of outraged and being frightened that badly. And she stopped, and I said, that's your fear, go into it, go some more. And she looked around, and she hacked a little bit more, and then she collapsed, and I said, gimme. And I held her, and I held her tight, and I said, I've got you, and feel my strength, feel the strength in my legs, and I'm not afraid of your power, and I've got you. And what was so exciting to me is that she let it happen. She let herself be vulnerable. This is a very strong, powerful woman who can blow men and women out of the water, and she chose to meet her own fear and her own rage and let it move through with such courage. And she was sweating, and she was heaving, and I said, feel a hole in the imagine a hole in your feet, and the energy is just draining out into the earth, because the earth can take it. The earth has the power to transmute this for you, and let it drain out. Picture some holes in these bits of her wrists, this area of her wrist, and let it drain out. And she shook her hands, and I held her, and I held her up. She was literally leaning on me, and she was sweating, and I was sweating. And I said, feel that, feel my heart, feel our bellies together. And she grabbed my hips and pressed our bellies against each other. And I said, do you feel that strength? Do you feel how I've got you? You're okay. You're okay to be strong. You're okay to be vulnerable. And I wish the best. And you can do this. And she did. And she allowed herself to surrender to this feeling, and to surrender to being held and receiving this support. Ultimately, the best thing was that she received the support that she needed, and the validation, just being seen for her strength and her vulnerability. And it was okay to be afraid, and it was okay to rage, and it was okay to just be in all of that strength and glory. It's glorious when we each step into our power, own all of our feelings, and realize we're not subject to them, in the sense that it's like a tidal wave. When you're trying to hold back a tidal wave, it takes a lot of energy, especially if you're holding it for years, and things get twisted and warped. But when you channel that wave in an appropriate way, whacking at a tree, or stomping, or just yelling without smashing into someone, the energy moves through, and you're not carrying it. And it was out of her body, and she looked so beautiful afterwards, so incredibly her. It's like the mask fell away, the armor fell away, and there she was in her glory, just her, so alive, so in love with life and herself. And I was really proud of her. And you can do that too. That can be yours. It's yours. It's your birthright. Those feelings are yours by right. And just having a little bit of modeling or a little someone to hold while you do that, it's possible. It's possible. Women can do that for women, and men can do that for women, and men can do that for men. It just feels really good. For more of this, read my book, Issues in Your Tissues, Heal Body and Emotion from the Inside Out. You can also go to my website, HealingCatalyst.com, and read more there. There's videos and articles. You can have this kind of breakthrough of your own. Every session's different because everyone's different and their issues are a little different. I don't do the work. You do the work, but I hold space for it and nudge you, hopefully in just the right places. Come visit me for a private session.